If there are places in the world where you could just vanish, whether for the thrill of adventure, starting a fresh life, or disappearing without a trace, some countries offer unique landscapes and hidden corners that make it surprisingly easy to fade into the background. In this video, we're diving into 5 countries where, if you play your cards right, you could essentially disappear. These places have vast wildernesses, close-knit local communities, and even unique policies that can help you blend in like never before. Curious? Keep watching as we explore each of these intriguing destinations, because you might be surprised at what some countries make possible. Let's start with a place known for its stunning landscapes and secluded wilderness. Iceland. You might think that this tiny country isn't exactly the best place to disappear, but Iceland has a sparse population, especially once you leave Reykjavik. Out in the rugged wilderness, it's a vast, untamed land where you could live off the grid and avoid people for as long as you'd like. Interestingly, Iceland has a limited central registry system for locals, but visitors can pass through with relatively low oversight. If you venture out into the fjords, volcanic terrain, and hidden valleys, you'll find yourself truly isolated. And with long winters, the country is often covered in darkness, which makes hiding out even easier. Plus, Iceland's legal system is extremely lenient regarding personal freedom. As long as you don't break any serious laws, no one is going to come looking. Next up, let's travel to a country with a far different landscape and some serious opportunities for anonymity. Thailand. Thailand's appeal for those looking to disappear is no secret. The country is well known for its expat communities, beautiful beaches, and affordable cost of living. But it's also a place where many have gone off-grid. The country's vast jungles, particularly in northern regions like Chiang Rai or Chiang Mai, make it possible to live undetected for long stretches. Moreover, certain islands are home to close-knit expat communities where people mind their own business. Additionally, Thailand has a large population of tourists at any given time, making it easy to blend in and avoid scrutiny from authorities or locals. With a little cash, you can easily rent a secluded bungalow and live under the radar. Our next destination might surprise you: Paraguay. Located in South America, Paraguay offers something unique. It has very relaxed residency laws and allows foreigners to settle relatively easily. For a small fee, you can secure a long-term residency and simply fade into the laid-back local culture. The country has large rural areas with low population density, especially in the northern region of Chaco, a vast, remote wilderness where you can live off-grid or set up a small private residence. Moreover, Paraguay has fewer restrictions on personal privacy compared to other South American nations, and the government isn't heavily invested in tracking people down unless they're wanted for serious crimes. The ease of disappearing here has attracted a wide variety of people, from retirees looking for an off-the-grid lifestyle to those who simply want to leave their old lives behind. The Philippines is another popular destination for those wanting to go unnoticed. With over 7,000 islands, this country has an incredible number of remote locations where one could potentially live undisturbed for years. Many of these islands are sparsely populated, and with the tourism industry being as big as it is, the Philippines is very welcoming to foreigners. This means people from all around the world pass through constantly, and it's fairly easy to blend into the expat communities, especially in places like Cebu or Palawan. The locals are friendly, and there are plenty of inexpensive accommodations for those looking to stay indefinitely. And because the country is so diverse, culturally and geographically, it's possible to blend in without raising suspicion. Plus, the Philippines has fewer data-sharing policies with foreign governments, which could be advantageous if you're looking to disappear without a trace. Finally, we come to Russia. Surprised? While Russia might seem like an unusual choice, it's one of the world's largest countries with vast stretches of wilderness, particularly in Siberia. Russia has remote regions that are practically untouched by modern society, where the nearest village could be hundreds of miles away. For those seeking total isolation, Siberia offers forests, mountains, and remote lakes where you can set up a cabin and live completely off the grid. Russia's local governance system also offers a certain level of privacy in rural areas, where authorities are more hands-off unless there's a pressing reason to intervene. However, it's worth noting that while Russia does allow foreigners to stay in these areas, they require careful navigation through local laws and customs. If you can manage this, Russia offers perhaps the best place to get lost for those truly seeking solitude. Now, you may be wondering, what's the common thread here? Each of these countries has the key ingredients needed for someone to live unnoticed: remote areas, relatively relaxed residency policies, and cultures that either welcome foreigners or simply don't pry too much into their affairs. But it's not all easy. Disappearing, even in the most secluded places, requires careful planning, some savings, and knowledge of local customs to ensure you don't raise any red flags. Of course, each place has its own risks. In Iceland, for example, harsh weather conditions can be difficult if you're living off the grid, while Thailand's high humidity and tropical storms present their own challenges. Paraguay has its share of political instability and poverty in certain areas, so disappearing there doesn't guarantee a paradise. Similarly, the Philippines is prone to typhoons, and Russia's winter temperatures are no joke. These risks don't make it impossible to disappear, but they do mean you have to be prepared for what you're signing up for. Let's not forget that going off the radar isn't necessarily illegal, but there are laws you'll need to respect in each of these countries. For example, overstaying a visa can result in penalties or deportation, so understanding local visa regulations is crucial if you're planning on making a country your new home indefinitely. Many people who've attempted to vanish without proper documentation have ended up facing legal issues, which of course defeats the purpose. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Keep watching, and we'll see you in the next video, where we uncover more secrets from around the world. Thanks for watching.